We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin.
And today, Faithful Acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is, with its pretty shiny chromy label, it is Doc's Fusion Fuel from Sussing Glazed hot sauce. Great Scott, it's hot, except it's not. So the warning here is saying 1.2 gigawatts of power, which is in excess of 1 billion watts of power, which is just that's not a small amount to make this sauce, which is not really a believable thing. So, I mean, it's a bit confused because Mr. Fusion was the thing where you could throw anything into and it would fuel the car. It wasn't creating fuel itself. It was just basically, driving the vehicle. So using that much would drive the vehicle, but it wouldn't create a hot sauce. So I'm a little, I don't dig the idea behind this sort of line treading marketing thing. I'm not a fan of this. But anyway, it says it will not produce a sonic boom, but will generate a small spark. And then they call it moderate heat. So I'm not quite sure what the exact, or what is it? Which one? Can't be all of them. All right. Anyway, so we've got, oh boy. Just really hope this will pull in. All right, we've got crushed tomatoes. We've got apple cider vinegar, habanero, red habaneros. You got pure maple, hickory smoke flavor, garlic powder, smoked paprika, cumin, ground ginger, and onion powder. So a lot of those things are components of an actual barbecue sauce. And I did get into this a little bit in the written review, which is available in the description down below. But that's really, even the color here is striking me a lot as a barbecue sauce. It's not quite there. Well, it depends on the barbecue sauce, but this is very barbecue saucy color. I just happen to have a barbecue sauce here. This is not much left in it, but this is Kinder's hot barbecue sauce, and of course this will play into this video as well. This is a really good barbecue sauce. I like it. I try to be a little bit careful not to buy things with high fructose corn syrup, and this one is one of those that does not have it. Generally, that is kind of my rule of thumb. If it has that, I lose interest. But you can see it is a much darker shade of brown here than this barbecue sauce. Let's put that aside for now, and see how it pours very, very smooth. It pours, there's little bits of chunkiness there from the peppers. So I guess here's the first departure from my actual barbecue sauce. This clearly is meant to be a hot sauce. I'm not saying that they meant it to be a barbecue sauce. There are a lot of aspects of barbecue sauce, but this reads ultimately, I think, more as a hot sauce than it does a barbecue sauce. So there it is in the spoon, looking pretty nice. It doesn't stick amazingly well to things. It sticks okay. It sticks okay. It definitely is not as cohesive. I think most commercial barbecue sauces are very cohesive. Those things you can't, you can't pry the components apart in any way. Hot sauces, that is not so much the case. Of course, we've seen a number of hot sauces that will tend to separate. But okay, let's get on into this. There's no denying, though, there's definitely barbecue sauce overtones. Same thing a bit with the Chipotle Tabasco. That one as well has barbecue overtones, and I don't think you can get away from that. So what I did was I really put to the test this is a actual barbecue chicken right here. And this is the hot sauce, the Doc's Fusion Fuel, and so we can see there is definitely a couple. You can tell which is which. This is the barbecue sauce. It definitely gets that sort of glazed look that you'll see barbecue sauces when you put them on the grill have. This one looks quite a bit drier. It is a darker shade of brown as well. And this is because there's definitely a lower sugar content in the Fusion Fuel. So really, really interesting. But I decided to do them head to head as compared to a barbecue, an actual barbecue chicken, just because I wanted to see, you know, just kind of how the flavor was going to read, you know, what was going to be different. So, all right, let's start with the Fusion Fuel. And it is really interesting on grilled stuff. This is, I wasn't expecting this. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but this is not it. This is interesting. Just a nice bit of smokiness there. I really like. It's definitely on the grill steers pretty hard away from the idea of it as barbecue sauce. I would say that is not the case at all. All right, let's say that one for now. We'll come back to you. All right. Now for our actual barbecue chicken. Way sweeter. Not as much smoke. Even though this is supposedly a hot barbecue sauce, obviously there's not really, I wouldn't say there's a lot of heat to either of these, actually. But obviously way more pepper flavor in the Fusion Fuel.
That's pretty nice.
I wouldn't say there's, you know, I mean, certainly I've used barbecue sauce a lot. On the grill. For a while, when I was regularly doing ribs on a charcoal grill, I had a sort of glazed finishing sauce, almost a mop sauce, and that one was I took bullseye and just spiked it. So I'm well versed in that. Tremendous. I enjoy that quite a bit. This one I would say is almost equal to that though, which I did not expect. I would like it as much as I have. It's very unique though. It is distinctly its own thing. No question about that. This is why I can never be a competitive eater. I have to get rid of all the bits of fat and whatnot. Don't like animal fat like that. I don't dig. It's a drier, more subtle taste, almost like it really reminds me a bit of if you smoke something It's really doing a nice job of getting that smoke flavor to come through. Very, very good. I mean, both of these were excellent. Like I said, I'm a little bit particular about barbecue sauce. Very, very nice. I think I might like it on, well, I like it on the grill almost as much as I like it. I find it makes a really nice addition to burgers. And I also like it somewhat on chicken strips and so on. But sure, I'm really surprised how good of a grill sauce it is. I mean, it's a solid sauce. I really intensely dislike the marketing behind it, like really. But it is a really, really, I mean, it's actually quite a good sauce. So definitely worth picking up. And this could be, you know, this actually, I think in a lot of ways, could be a chili head gateway sauce because it's very reminiscent of something almost everybody's familiar with, which is barbecue sauce. And it's also moderate enough heat that people can ramp up into spice without, you know, being worried about, you know, the so-called burning their face off sort of thing. So, yeah, excellent. I mean, what else can I say? This is a very enjoyable sauce and well worth your attention if it comes by, for sure. So, but anyway, there it is, the sauced and glazed Doc's Fusion Fuel hot sauce. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.